I don't know what's going on here. I'm just lagging out all the time, aren't I? Being on StreamYard. Let's just do a quick clean up on that. So I've watched so many videos today, like, that's probably what is causing some of the lag. I don't even know that my stream's getting out to anyone, to be honest with you. Bloody cheek. I put a nice comment on Facebook to my sister, and she's going, "Oh, are you feeling like Steve? Why is she not going out?" She's on with Facebook. Weird. Oh, I don't know what's going on with social media. Right, Ian? I don't know what's going on with social media today. It's like just kind of like screwed up. No, even people are now getting concerned that if we're going to be stuck indoors, while this coronavirus is, up and running, and there's going to be a curfew, and they're going to put a curfew on the internet, and they're going to stop people talking about the coronavirus on the internet. There's another thing I heard today, that there's a possibility in the future that social networking might go down. What do you do if social networking goes down? Can't really do much, can we, to be honest with you? Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on something at the moment, yes, well. I just can't understand, right, how this guy caused me so much trouble last year and made me end up in hospital and have a breakdown, and he got arrested and interviewed, and the thing's still going, under the investigation, that he's got access to a computer again. I thought that they would have kept his computers and everything until the case had completely finished. But it don't look like that, does it, really? So that's kind of like stung me, that has, now he's back, he could start causing more trouble, which would be stupid of him to do. And even if his friends done it, themselves, he would know about it and he would be involved in it. So if you're watching, you know what's going on. So I advise you not to come on my channel, not even to watch my channel, and tell your friends to keep away from my channels, all of my channels. And if I see any content up on there, you know how I caught you out last time? You're in deep enough trouble as it is, so stay away. I just can't understand how he's got his computers back so quickly. 6 months. Wow. Well, I don't know what's happening, Ian. Right, you had more people on the other channel just now, and unless notifications ain't getting out, I've got no idea. Yeah, as I say, I spoke to my mum earlier. I'll just leave that idiot alone now. It's going to be dealt with eventually. I just contacted the authorities, the officer in charge, and said, hey, did he get his computers back? Because, I've noticed he's got some gaming videos up on his channel. At least 4 or 5 in the last 24 hours. So, if you gave him his gear back, what's happening? And I can't just take his gear and give it back to him. Even if they've taken evidence from him. So unless he's gone out and bought a new one and kept it quiet, I don't know. But I let the authorities know anyway, and I've also done a screenshot to show that he has got videos up on his channel. Because I thought, to be honest with you, if it's that bad for what he done, right, which it was very bad what he done, I would have thought that the authorities would have like banned him completely from the internet until the case file's completely over and done with. Especially if he gets charged or goes to court or anything, yeah. But I don't know. So I sent an email to the officer in charge and said, have you given these computers back? Because he's back online. So, maybe they have, maybe they ain't. I don't know. Kind of weird. Because I do tend to check up on channels, to be on the safe side, and I just typed in S in my search bar, and his channel came up. So I thought, let's click on it, and something told me to click on it, and he's got like how many new videos? 4 or 5 in the last 24 hours. 5 videos. All gaming videos, but I would have thought that they would have, told him that he can't go on the computer anymore until it's all been dealt with. But looks like I'm wrong. What I've got to do now is wait for the reply from the officer involved and see what he says. It means them going around and taking that computer away from him. Good. He needs to pay for what he's done. I'm just checking out what's saying. Hang on a minute. Got a couple of old videos up from the past, but just gaming ones. So where did Rose go? Like, I said I'll be back in a few minutes, and no one's bloody here. They all decided, like, it's like, well, fuck Steve kind of thing, I'm just doing a advanced system cleanup at the moment. Hopefully we might resolve some of the online lagging. That's why I seem to be getting this lag on bloody YouTube. Keeping an eye on the weather as well for tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, Saturday actually. Weather all next week's going to be good. What the bus is going to be like, I've got no idea. Because now with this fires going around, they're thinking about stopping bus transport as well. No, it can't stop all the transport, for fuck's sake. How are people meant to get to work if they're working? Tomorrow's light breeze, light cloud. Saturday, sunny intervals. Sunday is going to be Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. It's supposed to be very sunny, very hot. Right, who's this? Someone invited me to a private group on Facebook. I don't think I'll bother with that group. I mean, too many groups at the moment. Oh dear, I don't know what to do. Lockdown. London lockdown. Boris plans huge coronavirus closures to announce possible today. London's cafes and pubs could be closed in a bid to halt the spread of coronavirus. Coronavirus radical money printing plan being considered by the Bank of England. So I've been watching a bit of like old Boris's YouTube's videos as well. London's cafes and pubs could be closed in the bid to halt the spread of coronavirus. We all know that crap. Although the capital, with transport reduced to a skeleton service, number 10 sources indicate today. So it looks like it's going to affect all public transport. Despite of after possible closures, number 10 sources today said a full-scale lockdown of the seas seems in cities across Europe is still unlikely. Cities across Northern Italy, what's about? With movement restricted, while non-essential services in London, such as bars, cafes, could close and travel will be reduced. There will be no restrictions on people leaving their homes, sources indicates. So there's no restrictions for people leaving their homes at the moment. A source close to the Prime Minister said there was zero prospect of travel being restricted in or out of London. The Tube will close 14 non-essential stations as early as today and operate a reduced service for other stations. Travel in and out of the city will remain unaffected. Government sources said that lunchtime, in contrast to the measures brought in across Europe. Proposal of reckless spreaders of the disease, however, could also be detained under new powers. So if they find that you've got the virus, you can be detained. Mr. Johnson, official spokesman, insists the government is not planning to introduce blanket travel restrictions for the London that would shut down the capital's transport system. He said there are no plans to close down the transport network in London, and there is a zero prospect of any restrictions being planned on travelling in and out of London. So there's no restriction travelling in and out of London at the moment. The Prime Minister and his advisors have set out the need of social distance. Set out the need for a social distancing measure and limit to spread the virus to protect lives. There's going on about, pubs and clubs can be asked to close down. He added the police would continue their responsibility to maintain law and order, while there are currently no plans to draft in military for this purpose. So where people are going around saying that they're going to be drafting the military, that's just hearsay. It's now saying that they're not planning to draft in the military at this time. Mr. Johnson has repeatedly warned London is ahead for other parts of the UK in terms of how quickly coronavirus is spread. Londoners have already been told to enforce the social distancing measures, ordering the government particularly seriously. I see a lot of people on the tube and they're actually using masks, while a lot ain't, because we've got screenshots here. Transport London said it will run a heavily reduced service in the capital from today, Thursday. So that's up till TfL. State like 40 underground stations are closing down. People living in parts of southwest London had to look for alternative ways to wash their hands to prevent the spread of COVID in the city, which has now become the epicentre of the UK COVID-19 outbreak. You know why? Because everyone flew into Stansted and Heathrow, and I suppose they weren't checked when they came in, and that's what's caused the spread of the virus. Oh, it says I have said several postcodes in southwest and west London had either no water or low pressure. So is it affecting the water systems now? Can you get a virus through water? I suppose you can. Don't know. Probably why people are going out and buying all the waters, all the bottles of water and everything. Weird. Well, what can you do, mate? What can you do? You can't do fuck all, really, can you? While this virus is going around. I suppose you've got to buy the rules and stay at home and consider yourself in your own home. Right, mate. I'm going to go out whenever I want to go out. The only one that can stop me is by fucking arresting me. And they're not going to stop my freedom to go out and talk about things. I will kind of keep yourself away from major groups of people. On buses, sometimes it's mainly when you've got the kids going to school. The bus can be very packed with school kids, and if you've got one person contaminated with a virus, the whole fucking bus can be contaminated by it. But I think all the school kids have been told not to go to school anymore. They have to be taught online or something now. Yeah. Weird. So it's gone 9:20. I thought I'd just have a chat, really, but chat about what I don't know. I've been dinner tonight, curry and rice. That was microwaved, so I've had that. I've had some more of my medication tonight. I've not had to open this yet because I'm still okay at the moment. But if it starts up and I start getting pain, then I'll have to use this gel. Just drink my coffee. I am tired, but I'm bored. And I just thought I'd come on and see who wants to come on and have a chat, kind of thing. But no one wants to chat in the side chat. So, that's the point. So I might just fucking end the stream in a minute, and watch some TV or something. Although there's no on bloody TV, apart from more bullshit news. And maybe people are fed up listening to all the news and like the gossip about the COVID virus. I am, to be honest with you, but I only pass on the information that I know that other people might not have heard already. And sometimes I'll get accused of like saying the wrong things. Well, I'm only saying what I've been told and what I've heard and seen. So if I'm wrong, then the people who's told me, social media, newspapers, are wrong themselves. That's where I'm getting it from. So it's no good having a go at me saying like, you're getting it all wrong, you're in a panic situation. I'm not panicking, I'm just giving out the information what I've heard, so I hope people can hear about it. And, if the UK is in a panic situation, like panic buying, then that ain't my fault. That's down to the public who don't want to go crazy, going out spending, huge amount of money and like stockpiling. And not doing, the other people any good, really, are they? Especially the elderly people. Like, my mum's in an old age pension, and she can't even get fucking shopping. My sister goes around and helps her get bits and pieces, but if she can't get it, where else is she supposed to get it? My mum's 76 years old. She can't even walk around the corner, to be honest with you, some of the times. So she is kind of like inbound, stuck indoors most of the time. But when they want something, they can't get it. And, no one's been to visit my mum from the healthcare system. No one's been around and said, are you okay? Do you need anything? Do you need any provisions? Do you need any work done in your flat? Nothing. Nothing. And I thought they was meant to be caring about the old age pensioners. The ones with a lot of illnesses. My mum's got a lot of illnesses. She's got dementia, she's got Alzheimer's, she's had strokes, she's had chest issues, breathing problems. And one way, it's good that my mum is like kind of homebound, stuck indoors, but no, not one person from the health system's been around to see my mum is okay. Not even a phone call, nothing. And Boris reckons that, the health service is supposed to be doing that. Well, they ain't doing it, are they? They're doing fucking diddly squat. But I did have a chat with mum today for about 40 minutes. See how she was going. No, my mum's just like my mum, having a good old moan like me. But yeah, life, I suppose, isn't it? Really, just have to poodle on day by day and get by day by day. See how it goes. No, I was going to go out and do a little bit more shopping today, but I didn't. I was going to get some money on my electric key, but I didn't even do that. Should have done, because no luck, tomorrow we'd probably be fucking told you can't go out anywhere. Curfew starts, from today at 12 o'clock. No one's allowed out of their homes. If you're seen outside your house, you can be arrested and possibly shot on sight or something, that kind of bollocks. I don't know where everyone is tonight. I thought there would have been a few people on here, but nothing. So it's wasting my time, really, isn't it, Ian? To be honest with you, wasting my time chatting about anything. They probably say, well, Steve had a chat earlier. Why should I go on there and listen to more crap that he's talking about? Well, yeah, fair enough. But hey, gives other people time to come on here and have a chat between themselves. Rose did pop on it, but she's not on it now, and she's not doing no live streams, I can see. I don't think they even got the notification that I'm live streaming. Jackie left a comment on the last one saying that was quick. Let's see. I just send a link out to a few people on Facebook. I might get, if no one comes on in the next 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, I'm just going to bugger off. Yeah, I sent them to a few people, the link. Hello. Oh, Angela didn't do it. No, it's YouTube fucking up as usual, isn't it, eh? Still, like I was saying a little while ago, yeah, if I took the channel off and come on this one, the YouTube is just like lagging like hell as usual. They're now reckoning that if this continues, they may even close down social media networks. Means that we won't be able to stream and talk to each other. Just think if social networks went down, man. Think if everything goes down. You know, they're even now saying that, you know, around this area, southwest London area, that there's water problems, low pressure on the water. So that means we might not have water. Now, if I don't have water, God knows where I'm going to get water from. So I ain't got no stockpile. I ain't got no bottles of water. I just take my water from the tap. And, you know, all the shops are sold out of water. So how am I going to drink? But, yeah. It's one thing after another now, isn't it? New things happening. Water pressure dying. No water to get hold of. Water supplies being sold out in shopping centres. You know, in the next 6 months, you know, there might not be no internet access. All social media might have to be stopped because, like, too many people are talking about the coronavirus and getting things wrong. And all what I'm doing is giving out the information that I hear myself through, like, you know, news media. You know, with old Boris Johnson and, like, the American government. And, you know, I've been watching a cut of them. Been watching some of the English news videos, and I'm only getting what I've been told, and I'm just passing on what I'm hearing. And there's people saying, "Oh, you're getting it all wrong. You're getting it all wrong." You know, UK's in a panic issue. You know, panic buying. You know, it's bloody ridiculous. Well, of course it's ridiculous, yeah, but it ain't my fault. I know, like, there are countries out there which has had more deaths through the virus, and they don't have like a panic buy situation over there, but different countries are different people, you know. People take it a different way. Hello, Julie. Well, I was sent a message from someone the other day. Right, let me see if I can find it. Now, the Chinese are blaming America, and America is supposed to be blaming China, right? Now, we all know that the virus originated in China, being in Wuhan, China. Yeah, that's where it originally appeared, in that seafood market store, yeah? But the thing is, and it does state on social media, that there is 2 bioweapon labs in Wuhan, China, right near where the virus originally started off with, yeah? Right? But then I got some social media through on my phone, like I always do, and the Chinese is trying to blame the Americans for bringing it over. So I think that's why the Americans are seized all kind of like international trading and stuff like that with China. Because what I got here, it says, like, telling about the world's biggest bioweapon labs in Wuhan, China, where they make mass biochemicals to kill billions. Wuhan is where the virus started, and that's where the world's biggest bioweapon factory is run by the Chinese army. It states sponsored terrorism to kill billions to save on pensions and life insurances, as people are living longer than years ago. So like, I say like 10, 15 years ago, an old age pensioner might die around about the age of 70, 80 years old, but now a lot of people ain't dying off. There was a social media that popped up of a guy who was 106 years old, still alive, kind of thing. Yeah. So they're saying, like, to save on the pension and life insurance, as people are living longer than years ago, it's totally planned, and corona can give you very bad cough and few sneezes and feel very normal, and then days later you can drop down weak and dizzy, and just walk into the kitchen can be very hard on breathing and lungs. So he sent me a link to the politics in China, and it does stay here. China government spokesman blames virus on US military. Now, I'm not seeing much about, the American government talking about it. I know they still have contact with China, just, to get like update on, like the virus issue, how many's been infected, how many's died. But here it says a spokesman for China Foreign Ministry suggested on Thursday the US military might have brought the coronavirus to China's city of Wuhan, which has been hardest hit by the outbreak, doubling down on war of words with Washington. I'm not going to go through it all because it's a bloody long content. To read all this, it'll take about 20 minutes. But yeah, China's got 2 great big biochemical weapon manufacturers factories in Wuhan. How do we know that they haven't created it and they're the ones who are spreading it? I'm not saying they are, just my point of view. And what are they trying to pass the buck on to America? Why are they blaming America? It's like a silent war, isn't it, in one way? Someone's created it and it's affecting every country. And I won't be surprised, different countries blame every other country, like with China blaming America. And it is like a biological war in one way, isn't it? Because whoever created it has affected, hundreds of thousands of people and hundreds of countries. So, I'm only getting this information from what's passed on to me and what I see on social media, on newspapers like, Guardian, Express, Independent and stuff like that. There's an email from Shoe Sewn saying about a CEO. Well, I don't want to know about the CEO of fucking Shoe Sewn. Don't know. Might be, you know, they did have a coronavirus about 3-4 years ago, didn't they? It killed off quite a few people. Apparently, it's like just like a normal flu cold that went round. And they stated that, you know, they have knowledge that a new one would come out in the future, and as you know, building and getting prepared for it when it does come out. And now it's out, they're not even prepared. They ain't got no anti-vaccines, nothing. So it's all just bullshit. And if it does like kill, you know, the more vulnerable people, like, you know, elderly, you know, people from like 70 onwards, 65, 70 onwards, and then some kids, it's cheaper than killing them by, you know, through biological infections than having a fucking world war, isn't it, eh? Oh, we don't want to spend trillions of dollars on like nukes and army. Let's do it the cheapest way through, you know, biochemical. Infect a few people here, let them spread it. Silent war, silent death. You know, once we've killed a few 100 million people, you know, we'd be okay with that. That's how many you'd probably kill in a war anyway. And that's what I'm hearing through social media. Now, what they quarantine people? I heard that they might quarantine certain parts of America. They're going to be probably might quarantine like fucking London, another like big cities. And if they quarantine, you know, everywhere, how they're going to do it? Because they're not actually in the process. Like, you know, I watched Chris's channel earlier, Flying Scotsman, and he said, like, you know, it looks like they might be bringing out the army. Well, I watched Boris's video. He didn't say anything about the army, and it says on one of the news things that they may not even consider about bringing the army out just yet. I reckon maybe later, if it gets worse, and there are fears of like, you know, riots and, you know, even more pandemonium, you know, like kind of like people going out and having punch-ups and stuff like that, then yeah, they probably bring out the military then, you know, control certain situations. No, I hate talking about it actually, but you know, I just want to see what other people are saying. I'm just passing on the information that I get. If it's wrong information, can't be blaming me that I'm passing on wrong information. You've got to blame the actual social media, news groups. We all know in the newspapers and TV lies and exaggerates. Of course they fucking do. That's the only way they can, you know, get the viewers and like, you know, make money on their newspapers and shit like that. So they ain't got the news. They had to fake it. If they don't fake it, they ain't going to sell enough papers to make money, are they? I think even the government's getting a bit pissed off some of the newspapers, like the American president. I watched about 4 or 5 of these videos yesterday, and the amount of times he fell out with the press. Christ, man. He told one guy to shut up and sit down about 4 times, and he still kept getting up chatting. Surprised the guy didn't get up and, you know, get arrested, taken out by security or something. But then just think, if he was like arrested and like escorted out, that'd be something big for the newspapers, then wouldn't it? Really? Fucking joke. Yeah, the old foot and mouth disease. We had that over here. Oh yeah, come on, it's like coming up to like another election time, innit? I think. You know, if you ain't got the government who's going to do the right thing, no one's going to vote for them, are they? What they want to do is stop the panic buying. You know, tell every fucking like supermarket. You know, it means having extra security, the police being there to police it properly. No one's allowed to have more than 2 items. You know, especially like toiletries. You know, give other people a chance. If you go there later in the afternoon, it's all sold out. Then fair enough, you know, you missed a chance. But you know, they address it that you can't have more than 2 packets of toilet roll. You can't have more than 2 soaps, 2 what's it called? Can't think what it's called. Wait a minute. 2 packets of wipes. You know, all the kind of toiletries that you need. You can't have no more than 2 off. Then, you know, and it gives a lot more people the chance of getting stuff. You know, no more than like 2 bottles of water. I mean, like, you know, the 5-gallon ones or whatever. You know, no more than 2 loaves of bread. You know, keep everything limited to 2 of each. You know, if it's like a family of 4 goes in, you know, if the people with 4 families go in and buy 2 each, they've still gone over the top by getting 2 each. That's like 12 items, isn't it? So it's still, you know, kind of like ripping off the rest of the public by going in groups in the family and like and stuff. Now, I know with Tesco's, when I was there yesterday, they said, well, we've got several lorries coming in today, but we don't know what's on them. I said, unless you come back later, you know, we might have some stuff in, might not. No one going to prepare to be waiting there, you know, for hours and hours in hope they're going to have some toilet paper or like wipes or something, you know. So my son, James, actually works in the shopping centre, Waitrose it's called. And he rang me yesterday and said, if you need anything, Dad, let me know because I'll be able to get it for you. So if I need toilet rolls, wipes and stuff like that, you know, he can get it for me. But I said, no, you know, I'm not okay at the moment, you know, just like hold off. But my mum said to me on the phone, I would have got it. You know, I would have told him to get what he can. Because, like, you know, you never know later, he might not be able to get it. Or if he does get it, he might need it for, you know, his mum and sisters and stuff like that, you know, kind of thing. So I should have said yeah, but I didn't. So I'm not a greedy bastard like some of these people are. Who goes out and, you know, do panic buys and buy everything off the shelf and not let anyone else have the stuff. That's just pure greed. Now, what if it's, look, let's say, for instance, right, if they find a vaccine for it, say like next week, and, you know, it's all over newspaper, yeah, we definitely 100% got, you know, a vaccine for it. So all that panic buying has gone down to those people who've done it, a waste of time, you know. They're going to be sitting on it for fucking weeks and months. All right, they ain't have to go out and buy it again. Yeah, true, but, you know, it's like with any kind of illness, you play it by ear, innit, really? Like with my illness, I have to play it by ear. If I'm well one day, I'm okay. I just hope I'm going to be better the next day. If it ain't the next day, then the day later. If it ain't the day later, then, yeah, you're going to have to, like, seek, you know, other kind of, like, medical help or other ways to, like, cure yourself. If you can't cure yourself, then, you know, you need to go to the doctors, but the doctors are all shut. All this, even Mum said to her, look, you know, my surgery's shut. I said, yeah, you're not the only one. My surgery's shut. He goes, well, I'm going to ring them tomorrow and I'm going to have a right go at them because they're not getting the medication that I require. So my mum's going to be ringing up the doctors tomorrow and having a barney with him, big old row. And I know what my mum can be like. But me, I'm not going to waste my time, ring them up and sitting on the phone on hold for 3 to 4 hours before I can get someone to talk to. Fuck that. I'll have to, like I've been doing my research, what kind of medication I need. You know, if I've already got it. If I've got it, I don't need to go out and buy it. Like that petroleum jelly, I've got 3 tubs of it. And I mainly bought that for fuel. Like, it's like if you put it on cotton wool buds or sticks, branches, wood, whatever, and you stick it in the fire, it's like a fuel. It makes the cotton wool sticks, logs, whatever, burn a lot longer because it is like petroleum. It's like a fuel. And I actually bought 3 over the last few weeks for actually using the fuel when I go up to my little camp and do cooking and just having a normal open fire, because that way the fire stays alight a lot longer. But when I saw that with the health issue I've got at the moment, it said petroleum jelly. I thought, fucking hell, good job I bought that petroleum jelly. And I've got 3 tubs of it. Well, 2.5 actually now. So I did use a lot on cotton wool buds and soaked it in with wax and petroleum jelly. And you just dab in the cotton wool and sticks and stuff like that. Let it cover it, then you take them out, let it dry. And when you light it, as I say, it lasts about 10 times longer. Because if you put a normal piece of cotton wool in a fire, it burns up within 5 seconds. But if you've got petroleum jelly and wax on it, that stays alight for between 5 and 8 minutes. Now, if you put a stick in a fire, a normal stick, piece of birch or oak, just a normal piece of stick, that'll actually be burnt away within 2 minutes. But if you've got petroleum jelly and wax on it, it stays alight for about 8 to 10 minutes. So, that's what I bought it for. But now I know that petroleum jelly is good for what I need it for. I don't need to go and buy anymore. Well, I could have done when I was out the other day, but I didn't. I've got a headache. Oh, so some medication. These ibuprofen. Every time I go to the pound shop, I buy a packet. I buy 3 packs because it's 3 for £1 up there. Yeah, but you can only buy a limit of 3 packets to every person. Now you can buy it and then go out and go back 10 minutes later and buy another 3. But while you're in the shop, you're limited to 3 a packet per person while you're actually at checkout. But if you go out the shop and go back in and get another 3, you can actually buy them again and go out, and you can do that several times. But by law, you're only meant to buy 3 packets per purchase. But every time you go in, it's a different purchase, isn't it? Well, that's a good idea, having food delivered. But they don't do that. You've got food banks for, people unemployed. I can use it. I have used it in the past a couple of times, but not regular, because I am fussy on what I eat. Plus, there's more people out there, which is more kind of worse off than I am. And I'd rather see those people, homeless people, go there and get the food. If I've got food in the cupboard for a week and I'm only eating 4 or 5 times a week, at least I'm eating. Other people ain't eating at all outside. I have seen people with signs on there saying starving, no money, please help. I have helped people out there, but how do we know that they're genuine homeless people just trying to get money for cigarettes and drugs and stuff like that, kind of thing, because that does happen. So when I do give something, I only give small amount of change, 10, 20p. But if I feel sorry for them and they do look like they need some help, if I've got the extra money, I'll go and buy a bit of food and a drink and give it to them. And I have done it in the past. But you're right, they should actually find out, who are the more vulnerable ones, and try to get food to them. But it's not happening. It's not happening. And I can't see it happening. Because how do they know who is vulnerable, who are the people who can't get out and who do need the food? unless they go through the national, what's it called, the NHS, and go through, the whole database of invalid people or mentally health people who can't get out, then they turn around and say, well, hang on a minute, they've got carers. The carers can do it for them. But, sometimes one carer could be looking after about 20, 30 people. My sister, Sandra's a carer, and she said she's not heard nothing from NHS on giving her, and other people like her any kind of help whatsoever. And she looks after elderly people, She cleans their dirty arse and changes them and feeds them. But she's not had, her company's not had no help whatsoever. And the government says that they're supposed to be helping, people like that, carers and nurses and hospitals and, all that kind of stuff. They ain't. It's just bullshit. They're lying to the public. They're lying to social media, newspapers, and even the newspapers and the TV are lying to us. So who do you believe? Unless you know someone who's actually in one of those facilities who look after people and say, yeah, we're getting help. The government is actually, giving us money to go out and buy extra food and clothes and, get more health carers in here to do this and do that. Then yeah, that'd be great. But I've not heard anything like that. I've not even seen anything on social media. All what I keep hearing and seeing is we're working on, trying to get the vaccine. I've not heard anything about, people being looked after and cared for. Although they reckon they're pumping millions and billions of pounds into home care and stuff like that. And I think too many people are too afraid to talk to the government or social media in fear that they might get fucking slapped in cuffs and put in prison or something. No, I don't give a fuck about the stock exchange. If it collapses, it collapses. I don't give a fuck. No, all what we're worried is about, where we can get our next meal and our next drink. And we should be able to get our next meal and drink without no hassle, hassle-free. We should be able to go into the shop and buy what we need and not have people keep going in there and doing panic buys. And these panic buys are screwing up for everyone. And you know who's doing it? I reckon the people, rich people, are doing it. Now I know people on social media that have bunkers. TA Outdoors, he has a bunker. I'm not saying he was doing it, but how do we know that he's not filling his bunker up with fucking food and drinks and stuff like that? But I don't think he would do that, But people, rich people with empty rooms and big garages and sheds and storage facilities, they're probably going out and buying it all and stockpiling it. I just hope it all fucking goes to waste and they lose a lot of money on it. Be their own fucking fault then, wouldn't it, really? So the thing is, people are afraid that this could last, like they said, 6 months, 12 months, even 18 months. And people don't want to be going out, taking the risk in catching the virus. That I can understand, but, stockpiling, a year for the supplies. It's a fucking joke. And it seems like some of the smaller businesses are probably doing it as well. Some of the corner shops are going out and, buying it from wholesales and, from supermarkets and stocking their own cupboards up and selling it, a lot dearer than it is on the normal shelf counter. Not saying they're all doing it, but some people will probably do it. Hello, Leslie. If you want to know what I mean about I see he's back, the person who calls all that shit with me last night, he's back on internet. He's got videos up, gaming videos. I didn't think he was allowed to have his computers back. So unless he's gone out and bought a new one, I don't know. Unless they have gave his computers back and taken all the evidence that they need to take. But I've not heard anything from the officer yet for a couple of months. So I just emailed him. Fine, I said to him, can you tell me what's happening? And have you gave that guy his stuff back, because he's back on the internet playing games at the moment? Because if he ain't supposed to be on the internet, I hope he gets into even more deep fucking shit for being on the internet when he ain't supposed to. But I would have thought I'd had some update, like saying that, oh, we're giving his gear back. I'm still waiting for them to do like a closing report, apparently. And once the report's done, then it'll go to like the CPS. If it goes through to the CPS, they might even decide there ain't enough there to fucking do anything, kind of thing. But they should still let me know what the hell's going on. And I've not had nothing from the officer involved for a couple of months, so I thought, well, tonight I'm going to email him, which I did do. When I get an email back from him, I've got no idea. I've turned off my phone for now. Try to get that charged up. And I know he's back online because I checked his channel and he's got like 4 or 5 videos back up. New videos from like 24 hours ago. And I've done a screenshot. So I know that he's definitely got videos up. You can't turn around and say, hey, I ain't got a computer. Well, you need a computer to upload video clips. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new videos up from a day ago. And I watched them just to see, it's only gaming videos, but I actually sat and watched them to see if he's kind of mentioned anything about, what's been going on. So he's probably being very careful what he does say, because one little mention of it, he'll be dropping himself into even more shit, I suppose, but hey. Maybe, I don't know. I know, like, he's always put on different cases, and like being moved around quite a lot. But last time I heard from him was, where was it? Thursday, the 20th of the 2nd, that's only February. Yeah, February. I asked him how much longer it's going to be. He goes, not much longer. It'll have a bit of admin to do on the case and send it off for a decision. I'm hoping to sit down and get this done tomorrow. Well, that was like Thursday, the 20th of February. And he said he'd be in touch. And that's all I've got. So it's been like nearly a month since he said that. It's just probably been moved around a lot and doing different case files and stuff. I knew he was going to close this one down actually, because there wasn't no one coming on here. I did the Louis one earlier, and like Jackie said, like, that was quick. Well, yeah, because like the fucking YouTube was lagging me out left, right, and centre again. So I thought, screw YouTube, I'm going to go on StreamYard. But if I was to do no stream tomorrow, I wouldn't be able to use StreamYard because I'd run out of time. And I'm not paying like the extra whatever it costs for me to stream on StreamYard. It's like, what is it, $19 a month or something? $15, $19? Where you've got no restrictions. I don't have that money to spend out. I feel kind of like floated. I had like a tin of curry and rice today, around about 8 o'clock, I think it was, for dinner. My stomach feels empty, but I feel floated. I feel like full, but I'm not full. But I did leave a nice little comment on Facebook, saying I spoke to my mum today on the phone for 40 minutes. Just like my mum, she had a lot to moan about. Oh, Denise has sent pictures on Facebook. What's that about? The Italian police have been let loose on the streets or whatever. Let's have a look. Quarantine, Costa Blanca, South. Suddenly, the army coming to help us in Spain looks a whole lot more positive. So, Costa Blanca is under quarantine. I can't post the link. It won't let me. Unless I'll try it that way. Does that work? Yeah, that works. I'll close down my YouTube page now. Now, what's that? Coronavirus outbreak, BC. Health officials provide update on COVID. I think that's like global news. I think that's in America. Oh, you're hearing more stuff from America than you're actually hearing in the UK at the moment. And like they're doing these fucking videos on Sky News, analysts just how serious could COVID-19 cases be. So they're actually predicting how serious it could be within like, no, I can't even fucking read it. Within the next 6 months to a year or whatever, if it continues for more than a year. So that's where they put the scare on people, with all this fucking bullshit. No, it's just numbers. Numbers don't have to actually add up. There's so much fucking global news bullshit out there. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I am sick and tired talking about it, and people say, well, why talk about it? Those when I'm talking about it, something to do for one. Somewhere for you guys to come on and have a chat between yourselves for two. And three, just to see how you're doing, I don't want to see any of you catching the horrible virus. And it just gives you an update on what is being said on social media, because I know that, as I said, social media just lies and lies and lies. It's just to get the ratings to sell newspapers, isn't it, really? How often has like a newspaper really been kind of like, positive and like correct? Right, let's just take my cup out and then go for a bathroom. I'm not going to have another coffee because I think my coffee's playing that much on my stomach at the moment. I'll tell you one thing, right? Yeah, if you can't get toilet rolls, get napkins. And I mean get napkins because I thought I'd do a little trial. You know, I've got these classic tissues which I've not tried on my backside yet, and I've only got like about 4 more packets of these anyway, and they're for mainly my nose and wiping my eyes when I get hay fever. But I bought 2 packets of napkins from Pound Store the other day, yeah, and I'm sitting there on the toilet, and it says like, you know, to soothe the pain, you know, wet tissue, you know, if you ain't got no wipes, you know, because like they do say, you know, wipe it with a wet tissue or a wipe to stop, you know, it stinging. And some of those wipes have got like fragrance and, you know, that kind of stuff that really does sting when you put it on a cut or, you know, an open wound kind of thing, yeah. You know, it's like antiseptic kind of stuff. It's like putting vinegar or salt on a cut. Oh, fucking painful. But I bought a couple of those packets of like napkins where you get 100 in a packet, yeah. And, you know, I've been using like normal toilet roll. You know, I've got like normal toilet roll, I've got like quarter toilet roll, I've got 3-sheet toilet roll and stuff like that. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to open the napkins just to see, you know, how that feels when I'm wiping my backside. And I'll tell you, it didn't hardly hurt at all. You know, with normal toilet roll, you know, they say pat your backside, you know, don't really like rub it in. Bit gross, but you know, when you have to wipe your ass, you have to wipe your ass. But I used a napkin, and I'll tell you, that napkin was a lot more smoother than toilet roll. Seriously, it was. So I've been using napkins to wipe my ass, and I don't even have to wipe them. Don't have to wipe them. That's sick, that is, Angela. That's bad. No. I'm not going to read that out. That's bad. Poor old Sneezy from the Seven Dwarfs. No, actually, I will. She sent a little text message saying, due to the coronavirus, Sneezy from the Seven Dwarfs has been quarantined because of his sneezing. And I'll be honest with you, I have watched a lot of videos over the last few weeks, yeah. Especially like, you know, the bushcraft ones, And there's a lot of people talking about the coronavirus, and there's even people taking the piss out of it. Seriously, there's people taking the piss out of the coronavirus. No, it's not something you can take the piss out of, but you've got to see the light side of a joke, I suppose. People don't want to just be sitting there and, feeling sorry and getting depressed over the damn thing. So, people try to perk you up by taking the piss out of the coronavirus and making a bit of a mockery out of it, I suppose. I'm more interested in keeping my arse clean and not having fucking hemorrhoids again tomorrow, because my arse has been okay all day long. Even when I have been at the toilet twice, opened my bowels, it's not giving me that sharp pain that it normally does, because I've been using napkins. And the wipes, I usually use a whole wipe, but I know I've been tearing the wipe in half and just using half and then folding it over. And then patting it down with another half of a napkin or something, I know you don't really want to listen to that crap, but it's kind of like informational. So if you do ever suffer with yourself, use a non-fragrant wipe, use a napkin to clean off most of it, yeah. And once you think that most of it's cleaned off, use half a wipe, and then fold that half wipe over to use the other side, and then just pat it down and dry it off with another half a firm napkin. So I'll tell you, these napkins are a lot softer than the toilet rolls I've got. No, these these are actually flushable ones. These are more biodegradable, and you can actually flush them. I even done an Amazon search today. Someone mentioned a particular wipe you can get, and they are actually Echo Clear or something. I think they're called something like that. I know that Urosol cream they actually do Urosol wipes as well, but they're bloody expensive and they're flushable. There is a lot of stuff you can flush away without causing trouble to your water system, your loo, the pipes. I'd done a job yesterday, which I did not have to do, but I knew with the coronavirus being around, probably people have been sent home, they can't work. My switch, my light switch, in the hallway next to the door, popped off the other night. Yeah, just popped off. Come out the socket. So, and it's only like a little kind of square white switch thing. And I kept trying to put it back in, and every time I put it back in, it just kept falling out. So what I eventually done was I taped it on so I could turn the light on and off. I went into the living room. I knew I had a new light switch, but it wasn't the one I needed, because when I took it apart, I had to turn my electric off. So I wanted electric myself. I used one of my little battery operated lanterns, and when I checked, the top had 2 lots of 2 wires. Now the plug socket I had, or not the plug socket, the switch socket I had only had 1 set, so I could only put 1 set of 2 in it. So the other one I wouldn't know where to put it. So you got the earth and the live. I think it's 2 sets of earths and 1 live. So I just had to put it back as it was, So I couldn't use the one which was a brand new light switch. I couldn't use it because it wasn't the one I wanted. So when I went up to Poundland the other day, I checked around the electronic section, and they had light switches there. So I bought 2 different ones. One of them has 2 switches on, and the other one has 1 switch. But the one which is 1 switch is similar to the one which I tried to replace the other day. So I couldn't put that one on. But the twin light switch one does actually have the 2 sockets. We can put the 2 sets of 2 wires on and the one underneath. And then if I wanted to, I could have put other wires on, but then I wouldn't have had the earth underneath. So I was able to put the twin switch socket on as a replacement all on my own. And I don't like doing that kind of stuff, but I did it. So I knew if I put a complaint in, I'd have had to wait about a week or two before an electrician come round. And then even if the electrician did come round to do it, he might have not had the part. Then he would have had to go and get the part, and that could have took another week. So I actually fixed my own electricity yesterday without actually electrocuting myself and blowing myself up. So I need a tap on the back on that. Well done, Steve. Light switch only cost me £1 each. So, you know, at least I've done something useful, I suppose. Oh, I think I might have to fire some coughing now. I reckon if you're coughing, you might have to fire us. Oh my God. Oh, lucky that that guy Chris sent me some cough sweets. I nearly eaten one bag. Mind you, a few of them did fall out into my coat pocket. So I've got a few in there. And I noticed I've got a rip down my green coat, which I've got to repair. Got to do some sewing tomorrow. But I thought these were going to be horrible, but they're quite nice actually. They're not strong. And they're called Jakeman's. Baston, England, for throat and chest. So yeah, I think he sent me 2 packets. So I've still got another packet around somewhere. And they are really good for your cough. You know, if you've got a cough, it does ease your cough up a little bit. Well, it looks like there ain't many people around tonight, is there? I think they've all got fed up with me talking about the coronavirus and probably bored and pissed them off. If I was doing the ghost box, which I'm not doing yet, well, you know, then maybe a few more people would have came on. I don't know, but I just ain't ready for that now. No, I even sometimes thought about, you know, should I continue doing the paranormal, to be honest with you? No, I don't want to stop doing it. But I'm considering about it, you know. Got to have hobbies and interests. Now, if I can find some decent wood, I want to start making some more planchettes and some more crosses. And possibly give them to people. I mean, like, I know you're here, but, you know, how many people's watching before? How many people do I usually get to watch, you know, about 15, 20, 25, 30? And the last video I did take down. Because I just didn't think it was worth having stuck up there, to be honest with you. And the only reason I see he's back online, just to let him know that I do know he's back online. I know he's got videos up on his channel. And he needs to be careful on what videos he does put up on channel. Because there's a lot of ways I can find out who is behind a lot of this hate, drama, and video contents now. And I'm not going to go into it, but I know how to do it. I know how to find out who's behind what now. And that's all I've got to say on that matter before Leslie starts giving me an ear bashing. probably. I just don't understand how he's got, his computers back. Unless he's gone out and bought a new one, which is possible, and they don't know about it. That's what I thought. I just typed in S and his YouTube channel popped up, and I clicked on it accidentally, and I noticed he's got like 5 videos up within a day. I thought, hang on a minute. If he had all his gear confiscated, how the hell has he got on the internet? There's 2 options. Either they gave it back to him and he's using it again, or he's gone out and bought a new one. Because I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't like to be offline that long, 6 months. I bet he's been twiddling his thumbs, wondering what to do. And now he's back online. He's like so happy, thinking, hey, I can do some more gaming. If I leave the guy alone, he'll leave me alone. Well, I never fucking done that to him. And he can't turn around and say, well, excuse me, he's talking about me because I've not said his name or his channel or anything like that. I could be talking about anyone in the world right now. It just kind of shocked me that he was back on. And I thought, hang on a minute. If they gave back his stuff, surely, the authorities would have told me about it. I know they've got enough evidence anyway. But I would have thought they would have told me they was going to give his gear back. So I thought, you know what? Just want to say something. I'll give the officer an email and say, hey, did you give back his gear? Because he's back online gaming. And if he ain't supposed to be back online, then he's even more into more shit, isn't he, really? And, although he's got 5 videos up over the last day, and I have watched them all, which I didn't really want to do, but I did just in case you mentioned my name or anything in there. But lucky he didn't. I screenshotted his YouTube page anyway, so he can't turn and say, oh no, I did put no videos up. Well, how did these suddenly appear on a screenshot? And he's probably got his phony little friends watching. His little spies, like we all have. So as long as he's like, not causing shit and, coming on and being a pain in my channel, then, there's nothing I can really do about it, I don't think, to be honest with you. Even if they did give his gear back. And yeah, you're probably right, they probably are watching him. But it just kind of walked, fucking hell, he's back on. And I didn't get to know anything about it until I accidentally clicked on his YouTube channel. So I would have thought they would have needed that all for evidence. I suppose they've downloaded it, because they said they have downloaded a lot of content. Then they won't really need these computers, will they? But I would have still thought they would have kept him offline until he, was completely over and done with. But, wrong, aren't I? Just have to wait and see what they say, what he says to me if he emailed me back. If he says, yeah, we go back to him. And the reason why I go back to him, fair enough, but why they ain't going back to him and he ain't supposed to be online playing games? It's a stupid fault if he gets caught out. Well, he has been caught out, hasn't he? By me, to be honest with you. Because he's got 5 videos up. And he can't just put on private and if they go around knocking on the door and say, hey, you've got access to the computer because you've been uploading games again. You can't turn around and deny it. So I've got the screenshot as proof. But as long as he's you're not doing nothing, just piss me off and, attack me anymore, that's better for him, to be honest, because he's in enough deep shit as it is anyway. I just got to wait to see what the officer says now. Maybe he has given it back to him. Maybe he hasn't. Maybe he's allowed to go back online. Maybe he ain't. I don't know. Let them deal with it. they won't give him I don't think they'll give him a 6-month ban. You know, if it's a serious case like they said it is, yeah, I would have thought they would have confiscated his gear completely and not go it back to them until the case has actually been, you know, gone through to the end. You know, I'm not even saying if he's going to go to court or not. If he goes to court, he goes to court. But, you know, I have been told that, you know, there are possibility that charges being brought against him. What kind of charges, I don't know. And the way he was sitting there talking to people, you know, having a laugh like he normally does, because you could hear in the tone, you know, in his game, you know, you don't see him, you can just hear the voice. And he's you know, he's like he normally is. And laugh and a giggle and saying some nasty things like he normally does. Well, you know, let him get on with it, won't we? I suppose I don't give a fuck. As long as he ain't on you attacking me and doing videos. So if you see any videos or any nice comments, let me know, because I know if it's him or not. I'm not going to be pointing my fingers to people. Oh, actually, I've got to feed the cat. I forgot about the cat. Or did I feed the cat? Can't remember if the cat was hungry. Don't think I did feed the cat. No, I didn't. Yeah, I'm not giving you no more biscuits. You've got plenty of biscuits there. What you got? No, I actually had forgotten to feed her, but she's got a load of biscuits there, and I'm not giving her no more biscuits. I just give her the wet food that she normally eats. No, that's what I'm trying to do. Like, not worry about it so much. So I was a little bit kind of shocked that he's back on. And I thought, like, you know, is he supposed to be back on? Did I give his gear back to him? Because it's only 2 days after they spoke to him. You know, the first time he denied it, then when they went around and arrested him, he admitted it, yeah, right? And they took everything off him. You know, computers, tablets, laptops, gaming consoles, anything that got you on the internet or communicate with people through social media, mobile phones, everything. And it's 2 days later, he contacted the authorities asking when he get his gear back. 2 days after. Oh, can I my gear back? No. So I'm just kind of like, you know, curious what's happening. Now, did they give his gear back or not? If they gave it back to him, fair enough. No, if they have, it means that they got enough, you know, downloaded evidence anyway. If they didn't give his gear back, does they know that he's got another computer? And is he even allowed to have a computer while it's still being under investigation? No. They could go around and knock on his door tomorrow and say, hey, you ain't supposed to be on here, we'll have that computer. No, they do. I've just got to wait until I get an email back, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to like worry about it. I was just kind of shocked about it, really. So anyway, coming off the subject, the weather for tomorrow. Do you want to know what the weather is tomorrow? Well, tomorrow's weather is going to be light cloud and moderate breeze. all for the day. Who sent me that photo? Yeah, I've seen that fucking picture, Angela. Now look, you've got me open about 10 pages up there. Interrupting me. How dare you? Yeah, so tomorrow is going to be light cloud and moderate breeze. But the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday is going to be sunny and gentle breeze. Sunny and gentle breeze. Sunny and a moderate breeze on Saturday. So Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, sunny and moderate breeze. Wednesday and Thursday is sunny intervals and a gentle breeze. So we're looking at some good weather this week. But mind you, last week it's supposed to be sunny or sunny intervals, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But look what happened. The weather changed and we had moderate breeze, we had like overcast, we had thick clouds, we had rain. So I don't even trust the BBC weather. But hopefully Saturday I'll be up there. And guess what I'm going to be cooking? Well, when I spoke to my mum earlier today, she said that Laura, my niece, had actually been showing her some of the videos of me up there in my camp cooking. And they sat there pissing themselves when I was cooking bacon. They didn't pissing themselves even more when I was complaining about the mushrooms kept falling off the barbecue sticks. And I said, fuck it, it's going to keep on with the mushrooms. I ain't going to bother with the mushrooms. I'll just put them back in the bag and cook them when I get home, which I did do the next day. But I know now not to cut the mushrooms up. Put the mushrooms in whole. That nearly killed me, that sweet. I'm sucking on the sweet and it goes down my throat and looks in my throat. Like the coffee back up. I thought, fuck that, let's go in the bin. Oh, Jesus. That was like, the whole thing's been lost in my throat. I don't know why I went and brought water in here when I've got water in here. So yeah, my mum was laughing her ass off because not eating the cod fucking fires I've got because I choked on a goddamn sweet. Holy shit. Sorry to hear that, Chris, yeah? Speedy recovery. Chris has been sending me this stuff, yeah? He just said to me, good to see you on. I have the coronavirus, mate. Going up and down with temperature, and I have coughed, mate. I need to be in ventilation as chest going so tight, coughing like crazy. Stay safe and stack up on food, Chris. Sorry to hear that, mate. I really am. They can treat you straight away, yeah. They probably confine you for 2 weeks. Because they are actually saying people with it, if you're strong enough, they will actually release you within 2 weeks. or after 2 weeks. It's a speedy recovery, mate. Just don't send me no more stuff at the moment, yeah, until you're recovered. Because you could be passing it on to me. So, not be nasty, because that's how, the virus can be spread by, leaving your germs on packages. And not only me, it probably affect postal services as well. So, if you're going to send anything else, don't send anything until you're better. And you're clear from it, yeah? I'm not saying that you will send any more stuff, but I'm just saying. But I appreciate everything you have sent, yeah? And, I just choked on one of those throat sweets that you sent me. Nearly fucking killed myself by choking on the damn thing. Oh dear. I don't know. I think he's still watching, if he is watching. I'm streaming, you're watching, question mark. What's happened here? Oh, there we go. Fucking, what's the name? Playing up now. Stream it up. Let's stream it out. Oh dear. Yeah, good to see you on. So he must be watching. Oh, you're in hospital, so I can check you out. If you're not in hospital, you need to ring up the ambulance and get yourself checked out. So yeah, as I say, like the weekend's going to be pretty cool. My base ain't ready enough for me to be there overnight because I still need to do the front, the door, and the roof. Once that's all completed, I need to rebuild the fireplace and cement it all down, and then go around the whole base and like fill it with mud and straw to fill the gaps in. Oh, bloody hell. So that's still going to take a few visits up there. And if we are going to be like fucking condemned and like, kept in our houses, we might not even get fucking finished. No, I've been honest with you. If I didn't have this cat, I'm not being nasty, if I didn't have this cat, I'd be out there most of the time. I'd be like fucking sleeping over there and like, doing whatever I can to get over and finished and over and done with quicker. But I've got to keep coming home, and feeding the cat and resting and changing clothes and having wash and God knows what else. Oh dear, life. Well, I'm going to go in a minute because I feel like I might need to go to the bathroom and spend a penny or two. Going to watch a couple of videos and probably have an early night. But if you're on my channel, just keep an eye on, the updates. There'll probably be another video Saturday night if I go out Saturday, which I'm only do is go Saturday. I did try to upload my video Thursday when I was out. Was it? No, when was it? last time I did that video, a couple of days ago. I got home, pulled the files over, joined them all together. He saved it and then I uploaded it, but then YouTube said that they couldn't process the video, and the only thing I could do was delete it. So I thought there might have been a problem with the videos not, like joining and compressing properly. So I've really all done it again, and I didn't check the video after it's saved, and I uploaded it again to YouTube, and again it gave me the same issue. Could not process the video, and it would not let me do any kind of editing. So again, I had to delete it. And I think what it was, the file was too big for YouTube, so I had to put it into 2 parts. And when I'd done that, it actually worked. So if it's a video of about 2.5 hours, I'm going to have to put them into 2 parts, like part 1 and part 2. So hopefully I'll be there Saturday, and I'll be doing another video to upload when I come home. As I say, if I didn't have the cat, I'd be up there, overnight kind of thing. But I don't want to be spending overnight until I've actually got it complete anyway. And even when it is complete, there might be a possibility I might start there 48 hours one time, especially in the summer. I don't know yet. But we've got spring before summer. So just going to have to play it by ear. I've got a lot of work still to do up there. And I've explained that, I think, on my other channel. But anyway, I'm going to go before I cop myself to fucking hiding. And I'll see you whenever on whatever channel when I'm around and when I want to do another video, especially live stream. Anyway, be safe, look after yourself, yeah. Make sure you get plenty of supplies and provisions in. Don't do panic buys like all the other people are doing and leave the shelves empty for other people. Just buy what you think you need, and just generally look after yourself and have a good weekend, yeah. All right, night everyone, catch you later.